Okay, George Hammerbacher's back in the booth with some peanut gallery people munching on some of the great food they got here at the Diamond Billiards in Midlothian, Virginia. We're getting ready to get this kicked off. This is the hot seat match of race to 8, and we're going to have Mr. R.J. Carmona from Virginia Beach, Virginia, versus Scott Haas from Central Pennsylvania. Both outstanding players and buddies of mine, and here we go. Scott parks his rock and cue balls, but comes up with a Mojave mash and leaves RJ an interesting looking shot. This is 10 ball. You saw him call and point to his pocket. And RJ, very, very promptly, briefly, succinctly, and laconically, takes a 1-0 lead in this match. Here we are at the Virginia 10-ball championships. The loser of this particular contest is still guaranteed third money, and RJ or Scott, whoever wins, is going to play whoever comes out of the losers bracket for the Virginia title, and it'll be just a one set race. Well, that's
everybody else has an opportunity to lose and come back, then why should you not?
well, that's that. I neither agree nor disagree. All I can do is state facts, and
It's not your fault.
no, it's some of these matches can take forever.
I know my last one took 3 hours. Disgusting.
That's a tasty little shot from Scott. Scott has a hand that I believe is somewhat touched by God.
Holy cow. I wanted them.
Well, I can do something like Vincent Price and do the flayed hand by Edgar Allan Poe. Or,
Yeah.
What about Bela Lugosi? Can you do anything about Bela?
oh, he was. Listen to them, the children of the night. What music they make.
That's pretty good.
In the original Dracula, when he meets Harker, or if it was Renfield, I can't remember. Renfield was the guy that ate the spiders, and he was a nasty guy.
Yeah, that's just
We
weird.
got people
That's
eating
just
to the
weird.
left, so don't invoke me. Okay, here we go. Scott's got a little. He might be playing safe.
I like that cue. Is that an extra long cue he's shooting now? Or he's got
Yeah,
a stitching in the middle?
He has a cue from called an LC3 from a maker in Connecticut that he plays with. RJ, a lot like Philippine guys, are actually excellent kickers. He's a great jump shooter too. Oh, I put it on him, the announcer's
Yeah, he
curse.
jinxed
Boy, I see Scott putting him on top of the 710. He has no reason to pocket any balls here. No reason. 710 is tied up. I'd shoot the 3 right straight ahead and bury him on the 710. Or put him behind the 9 or do something like that. That's his shot, it isn't mine. I'm George Hammerbacher, Boise Action Tour. Mike, we're back here in the booth for you. And we're seeing some great pool.
Oh, yes. Very good pool.
This is a big game. See, way back in the beginning, he's making these balls. There wasn't any market to it in my book. Now he's got the 6 and 7, 5, 6 feet apart.
Yeah, he's got a little challenge.
Unless there's something that I don't see, that we can't see for our vantage point.
Well, we're getting ready to find out.
Now you might be trying to put him on top of the 10 now.
Carom.
Called the carom. Okay, well that was why. Okay. That's the limitations we have. We have the one camera, but we can't see what the player sees in 3 dimensions. And as soon as we can do that, we can start to have thousands and thousands of people watching pool. As it happens, if they can have camera work like that. Because this is a 3-dimensional medium. But it's 1-to-1 in any regard, and it would be out of character to think that we were going to have any walkovers. A couple that looked like it turned into interesting with back to Eric Moore, fighting it with Ray Martland.
Decent break. Don't think he had much of a shot on the 2 ball.
Roll over Beethoven. Push, he declared. This is 10 ball, call pockets.
Put another one in the mix.
Very interesting. He's going to try to call the 10 on the carom.
Nope.
Good effort. He actually had a built-in safety. There was no market in making the 2 ball anywhere for him. He had no reward. So he had a free swing at the 10. I tell all of my students that make the most out of every turn you have at the table.
Smart.
Because I also tell them this: you're not going to shoot well every day. But you can always play well.
That's true. That's true.
This is a built-in safety. Snatch it back with low right.
Oh, nice.
No, it was almost good.
Think you can
I
hit
don't
it?
think he's locked on the 6. I think he's got the side rail, but just barely.
He looked that way. Let's see what happened.
He'd have to send it out a little bit with right hand English, which is the 4 ball's got him impeded going that direction. He might be able to go 2 rails out of this corner, real close to the pocket. And
Nicely done.
a good hit.
Yep, he didn't have much trouble hitting it.
Yeah, but he's going to still make RJ earn it. Carole King here. Carole King sang a song on the album Tapestry from 1971. So far away.
I remember that.
And he's a little farther from this ball than he might have liked to have
Yeah.
been.
Look like he's going to try to suck it back.
What a nice shot.
Hit that well.
That was a beauty. The play is starting to pick up as the quality of play as the matches wind out. He might have to get an extender or get the rake, for goodness sake. He wasn't built for this shot.
That little extension definitely comes in handy.
That's a beauty.
I think it's a wrap.
Mr. Carmona takes a 2-1 lead. Scott Haas or RJ Carmona is going to face Brandon Schuff next in the finals of the losers side. Oh, also, yeah.
City is Brews and Q's on the Boulevard.
It's Glen Burnie, Maryland.
Glen Burnie.
It might be zone 21061.
Yeah, I was telling him about the 9-ball board table coming up. I know, it's so, dude, great.
Scott has a reasonably nice layout here. Just a little short there, I think.
Oh, the text.
A little too much ball. He's coming straight across and back over with stun right. Superb shot. Real sharply hit.
It looked like he's sizing up to 5, trying to see exactly where he need to be.
He's getting what we call, Mike, a line of sight. This isn't exactly what he might. He's all right, I guess. He's going to stay on the rail and come off the 6 to play the 7 in the side pocket. That's his pattern he sees. Uh-oh. He's okay. I think. It's close. The monitor tells me something different than...
He hit that pretty good.
A superb pattern. He's a good player. I saw him when he was a kid. I believed his hand was touched by God. I really did.
Yeah, well, he shouldn't like it.
I ran 7 in a row to beat him in a tournament in the early 90s. It just wasn't in it. I played perfect and I still wasn't supposed to win. I had everything but the ability. Had the knowledge, knew the mechanics, but couldn't hit 400-foot homers into 20-mile winds too readily. He could. He has sweet touch.
Yes, he does. Real methodical.
He's gonna cascade with a touch of high left just to get a little closer to the 9. Oh, and he dogged the ball. Oh. He hit a little quick after he looked kind of like somebody else I saw, a guy from Lynchburg earlier. Just looked like he was out of sorts rhythm-wise. Oh.
Don't think he quite got him like he wanted to.
No. In fact, this is kick. 8 ball's a hanger. You gotta just concede this to him. Left hand little masse. I make him 30-70 underdog to make it.
Like, yeah, he's kicking it in the corner.
Right. He's gonna be hit. It's not gonna be hit real hard because he's got to make the ball turn. That's too bad. A nice out like that just blew up.
Yeah, just a little rookie mistake.
Wasn't a rookie mistake. It was just a human error.
Yeah.
Scott's plenty seasoned. He's hardly a scared schoolboy. For real.
I believe it.
Yeah, I saw him. He was 30 years ago, and he got a taste of me in my prime back in the 90s. Hell, I was still over 40 years old.
Mm-hmm.
This is tricky. Yeah, well, Scott might get another opportunity in spite of himself. It's in that 8 and a side. Real bad madly missed ball. Straight in the side pocket.
Yep, left him a good one.
This is where you gotta really just reach down and shake all that stuff off. Straight in it was too. 2 apiece. Somehow or other, it's 2 games apiece. Excuse me.
Yeah, sure. Looks like this is going to be another very good match.
Okay, we're back here. 2 games apiece. Haas on the break. Makes that corner ball. The 2 was going in too, but it cue ball intercepted it.
Left him a tough shot on the 1. Safety coming up here, Jordan.
Almost looks like a push out. That 7 sticking out on him a little bit. I think he's got the edge. That's good shot. He did well with that. It's called the side pocket. But this is a real good shot if he makes it. He's 90% plus to hit it.
Oh man, that was brutal.
That's chilly.
Yeah, that was brutal. He had that very well.
But he left it mangy. Didn't leave it. He left Scott a kick at it if he wanted it. It's hard to see if that 1 goes past the point. Might be playing safe if this doesn't go. That was no good. In fact, that's ideal there to get position. It just looks like it just scrapes past the 7, and he'll fall right on line on the 2 if he hits this ball true. Might try to ticky-tack him behind the 7. I don't know what he's going to do. He's shooting at it. No. Oh. Well, now it's up on the other lip on the other side.
Yeah, he left it in a real tough spot.
Not really. Watch this. Scott is going to put the left-hand kibosh on the rock, shoot the middle diamond, and spin his rock at the side pocket. I hit it so hard. That wasn't nearly up to his capability. He's disappointed with that. Not even the result, just the effort.
Mm-hmm.
This is a huge match here, the hot seat match. Virginia State 10-ball championships. We're here at the Diamond Billiard Room, gracious host of many action pool tour and state championships, and they've even played big straight pool championships at this venue with the best players in the world down here. A great place run by the Dorsey family, Thomas Dorsey and his family. Wonderful people. Great food. If I didn't live 160 miles plus from here, I'd wear this place out. I would.
Yeah, it's
I'd
a nice
be here
venue.
every day.
It is a very nice venue.
I'd show up every day here. I might have to rebuild my house, though, because the food's so good. I might have to get all the doors and everything
Make them
reframed.
36 inches.
Yeah, on each side. This looks like a Z shot, 2 cushions, stun to bottom right. Carry that to perfection.
Perfect.
This is just duck, duck, goose. These are slap-aways. Just roll right into the natural. Barring the end of the world, RJ is going to take a 3-2 lead here.
Yep, get out.
Both players are on serve. I'm actually starting to pick up a second wind. I was a little tired when those guys were grinding earlier this afternoon, and now as we get down to the nitty-gritty. Scott's breaking, his cue ball's getting forward, and the 10 ball is getting towards the left corner pocket. That's been his pattern. He's been breaking to make the corner ball, but I don't ever like to see the cue ball follow because that decreases the energy on the balls. And also almost guarantees you to leave you big distance.
He shot a pretty good save for that.
I gave him a couple finger snaps, kicking her to side pocket, and he should get a piece of this ball.
He hit it good.
Almost back to go, but he left RJ a scoring opportunity. Oh, I'd say we're going to be checking the weather about right now.
Yeah.
Just a wild guess.
He's got his jump cue out. See what happens.
His jump cudgel. Hell, his cue is about as tall as he is anyways, regular cue.
Yes, it is.
He might have the edge of it, but the edge is a scratch
Yep.
or close. It's got two rails coming behind it, which is the shot I prefer. Come two rails. Call it two in the side pocket. That's what he's looking at there. He might, now he has direct hit at it, I believe.
Got a good roll out of it.
He didn't hurt himself. RJ looks like he has a little blue paint. No, he can't from there. What am I thinking?
Carom on the
He
10.
does. No, he does. The 10's a carom. Oh, good hit. The ball hit the cushion. This is a Stratego-looking rack.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the puzzle's a 7. High left ball. Ride the cushion and straight in on the 6 in the side. Oh no. That's not an awesome spot he's in, I don't think.
No, he might be able to work it out, though.
Might have to watch. Oh, RJ, yeah, I was going to say watch the lick. Might get Dr. Dave over there to watch it.
It's probably going to double kiss and leave me there. Yeah, there's plenty of room. Oh.
Oh, sure.
What a shot.
See, except he's on the rail and he's going to have to jack up, fire this in.
Made it look easy.
Well, the 10 ball is still,
Yeah, that's still a little tricky.
beautiful touch.
Nicely done.
Got a great match in the offing here.
Look like it's a fair fight. 3-3.
That was a hell of an out.
Yes, it was.
This fella can play. I know. Many years ago, like I said, I played him and I played perfect, and that was the only way I could even expect to get in the same ballpark with him.
I heard that.
His young son Thomas, 17 years of age, is also an up-and-coming pool player who's cashed in several of our Action Pool Tour events. One of the better junior players in the country.
Oh, that's not good.
Tables are fast, the carpets are slow. That's when you know you got a good pool room. But it's tough to play shape from the floor. A lot of these guys are creative, but that's where they fall short.
That's asking a bit much.
Yeah, a bit. This looks like a potential for 3 fouls. That scratch on the break always gives this puts this in play.
Mm-hmm.
As a lot of times the balls don't get broken good and they're sitting funky. He was trying to roll it onto the 10 ball, but that was still plenty good. I think he can hit it because he didn't move the 6.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a warm round of applause to Linda Shea, third place finish in the men's division. Fantastic shooting.
Hit it good.
But he can still be made to shoot again. That 5 ball going to the side doesn't count. I gotta think we're gonna have the ladies final here next.
Who's in the finals? I haven't really been following.
Janet Atwell and Liz Taylor, Linda Shea, just my filly just just faded in the lane and picked up the show dough. But I got a little nibble back in the Calcutta.
There you go.
Didn't get it all back though. It's got the greatest majority of it back, but still left a little cigar residue in the pot for another's digestion.
I think he's going to do the combo on the 410.
This is such a dangerous shot because if you don't hit this absolutely pure, it's automatically almost going to just leave the game for the other guy.
Well, he went for it and might have tied it up to where he can get back to the tape.
That's reasonable. He's got his high left ball over there to the 6 in the lower corner pocket, upper corner pocket actually. A stun over there just as well. I got him going around the horn on the 7 ball with a lot of 9, 10 o'clock English. That's an outstanding shot. He's going to end up playing the 7 and 8 in the same corner. Because that way he can go into the 9-10 and
Separate them a little bit.
separate them, yes. He didn't quite come out as far as he liked, but this is still good. He's going to catch mostly 10 ball.
That worked out well.
Oh, yeah. These two guys in Shuff, that's who's left.
It's going to be interesting.
Sure. Nice tournament, sir.
Thank you. I'll see you soon.
You're a real nice player. It was a real entertaining match. You played with Shuff.
I tried.
Former Moscone Cup player.
I felt good about it.
You played good.
Thank you. I
Nice
appreciate it.
performance.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks for supporting our event.
No problem. Anytime.
I look like RJ's going to finish this rack. Make it. Oh,
Yeah. That he is.
like it's going to make it 4-3.
Our ladies' finals will be starting at 5:30 on the TV table. 5:30 on the TV table.
I'll be right back.
Okay, not a problem.
Some balls when you fix my shop.
There's a reason this isn't put together.
up?
On table number 8,
Sound noisy.
in the second chance event, we're going to go ahead and play the winner's bracket final match between Robert Farmer
Okay, go ahead
and Greg
and
Sale.
enjoy.
Sevens
I'll
Farmer
probably-
on table number 8.
Okay, well, I'll probably be ready to go around 7 if you bring you back. Okay, man? Okay. All right. Bye.
Good. It's good, just not what I wanted. Oh, I'm not sure I'm going that way. Okay. It should be. Yeah, just so no argument. That was exactly how I played. Six ball.
text me something about cat out the bag. What's that about? For who? I wasn't live streaming. Okay, all right. It's off right now, okay?
But
All right, we're back at the table here. Tiger Baker back with Mike Peterson in his winners bracket finals.
it's
44. Don't get closer than this, does it, Mike?
No, it's dead even. Dead even. Well, it looks like we're going to take a little break here, a little restroom break.
So what have you seen in this match so far, Mike?
I'll tell you what, I've seen a lot of very good pool playing. Very good.
I've had a chance to watch Scott Haas play his last match. He won 8-3 to get to the spot. RJ's been running through a lot of competition here to get where he's at.
Well, I tell you, Haas is, he's pretty tough, you know.
And on the losers bracket championship, we got Brandon Schuff over on the other table playing Chris Bruner, who's won about 5-6 matches in a row.
That's
So-
pretty good, too.
It's not a bad Final Four, and of course Janet Atwell will be on his table next, playing Liz Taylor in the women's championship.
Oh,
race to 8.
That's going to be an excellent match.
They went hill to hill earlier in the hot seat final, and now they'll be playing for the title. Scott's coming back here.
Yep. Looks like he's got a pretty good spread on the balls. He just got to connect the dots.
You're right. Usually at this level, when the balls are this open, it should be an out for him, shouldn't it?
I would expect it to be, but you never know.
Yeah. Maybe a carom or a combination on the 10 here, Mike.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. I wonder if he's going to call it.
He knows if he leaves it hanging, then the game's going to switch the other way immediately.
Yeah.
So this
I
is a
think
big shot.
look like he's calling it. See what happens here.
Carom
Money.
to the 10 ball.
Yep, very good shot.
Put Scott Haas up 5-4 on this race to 8.
Yep.
Looks like the state of pool's in good shape, Mike. A lot of players in Virginia playing, and we got some new things coming up at home. League plays at an all-time high. I know you contributed to that more than we need to talk about, but
Yeah, well.
you've been playing some good pool yourself down home.
Hey, I just love it. Love the game. Love competitiveness of it. And you got a lot of good players in Southern Virginia. Two ball on the break.
Round at home. One ball's wide open with a shot.
Only tie-up could be the 3-10. What is that, 3-10-7?
3-10-7.
Yeah.
One ball getting back on the 3 here might be the biggest shot of the whole rack, Mike. Solid pocket
It
on
is.
that table.
I think he could play that 3 now and open it up.
4 ball being here on the rail. What do you think he's going to do, Mike, to get back on him? Maybe draw a 2, and it looks like he's going to run into the 10 ball here no matter what. He's hitting heavy draw here. Maybe a little deflection. Missed
Oh,
a shot. That old adage comes into play. Make sure you make it first before you get that second one.
I'm looking for him to maybe bank this 3 ball. He might play safe. It's kind of up in the air. Nice shot.
Straight in. 4. Are we looking at another carom here, Mike? Maybe a safety. The table from here.
Kind of hard to tell. Could go either way.
5-4 average shot's so important. You figure you win this match, you're guaranteed at least second place. Including Calcutta money, you're looking at $3,000 for first place.
That's a pretty good little payday. Looks like he's banking it. 2 rails. 1, 2. See what happens. Oh.
Hey, let it fly. Six ball's looking like it's kind of a hanger, but it's catching the edge of the pocket. Looks like a real good spot to play it safe. Maybe hitting the 4 ball back up the table and tying it up.
Well, that's what he did. Parked it behind the 9.
Shot.
I'm looking for him to hit this. Don't think he's
like
got a
2
makeable
rails
shot.
behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe get lucky and kick it in the side, but looking at that 5 ball down the table, he's going to have to get a lot of love on this shot to make it or come out clean.
I think he'll be happy just hitting it.
We've had a total of 65 men in play in this event this weekend, Mike.
That's an excellent field. Look like it's
On the 4.
it's
And a pretty good
growing.
roll on top of it. He can see it, so we might be going back and forth here for a minute or 2.
Mm-hmm. Nobody wants to take the chance. Because one bad mistake could cost you the game. Not a bad safety. I don't know if you
He
see the
can see
corner. Well,
He can see it here. And
If
with
he
a
can
5 ball being there, that might not be good for RJ
if he
here.
can see it, he can play it.
Five, 6, 7, no trouble. A little back and forth with the balls, but with his
Yeah.
level of play, he should be out from here for sure.
Yeah, that 8 ball probably going to be the toughest one to get on. Just because of where it's sitting.
Now, Mike, we hear you're going to be going to Vegas yourself twice in the next 6 months.
Oh, yeah.
Playing on a lot of teams, a lot of individual stuff, and also playing on some real strong teams.
Oh, yeah.
Wish you good luck out there,
Well,
especially because I'm going to be playing with you on one of those teams. So
yeah. Yeah, well, I'm going to need it.
picked you up as a free agent, knowing what kind of talent we needed, and
Yeah, well,
I think we're going to have a good time.
I do too, and hopefully everybody's going to play well.
Coming on for the 5. Left enough angle on the 6 just to either draw back or kick it 2 rails, coming out to the middle of the table.
I think he's going to spin 2 rails.
1 and 2, and he got both of us, but he's still where he needs to be. Probably wasn't a bad part to hit anything with that ball there.
It turned out real good.
Now with that angle, he's going to have to use he's hitting a little bit to the right of this ball, so maybe just stop it there, roll up a little bit for the gate. I don't think he's in love with it, but
mistake. He told me why. He said he knows some things he said to me.
Stop it right there. Now he's in great shape. Like you said, the 8 was the hardest ball on the table to get to.
Yep, he played
Looks
that.
like he's right where he needs
It's
to
a
be.
wrap. Think he just come across one rail or he go 2? Just one rail. Yep.
One right there for the 9. They got 2. I think this may, other than the match that RJ played against Raymond earlier, this is probably the biggest deficit he's seen 'cause he's been rolling through people. After sinking this 10 ball, Scott's going to go up 6-4. It's just 2 games away from a spot in the championship.
I tell you what, he's a very, very, very seasoned, strong player.
Goes about it methodically, and he also has a real good attitude. Been watching him a lot play yesterday, and it seems like he lets the bad shots go. And a gentleman on the table. Had to give George a little break here. George is looking hungry.
Yeah.
Set up a buffet for him over there. I think
George,
he's okay now.
Yeah, George got a free meal. I heard her say, "I'll pay." He ran out here like a track star.
I've never seen him run that quick.
Well, walk real fast.
RJ uncharacteristically has actually missed a couple balls and got out of shape.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get it back together, or if Scott can close this out. Made a 7 on the break. Don't think the 1 ball goes by the 3. He's got a lot of choices here. And other than that 1 ball, it's pretty wide open up in 5.
Yeah.
5 ball be a little trouble.
Yeah,
Big game on
5-8.
both sides. 7-4 or 6-5. Big difference. It might be the biggest game in the whole entire match, Mike.
Yeah, a lot rides on this.
And Action Pool Tour's got some great announcements coming up on some amateur events we're going to start running. This tour's basically been about the pro player with no handicap, but we feel like, especially with the amount of league players that we have at home, that maybe not quite aren't to this level, but still want to compete.
Yeah.
We're going to give them an avenue to be able to do that for some great prize money and some good houses that we'll be able to play in.
I'd definitely be one of them.
Well, I'm sure you can make money on this tour yourself.
Yeah.
I've seen you play.
Yeah.
I've seen your videos. So
Yeah, they might need somebody like to sweep the floors and, make sure all the tables are brushed. That'd be my job.
just got word that Chris Bruner had just upset Brandon Schuff.
Oh, man.
To guarantee a top 3 finish here. Chris lost a match early and's won 5-6 consecutive matches against some of the best players in the area and beat some home people, some of his friends. Larry Kressel,
That's
Danny
a big name.
Mastermaker,
That's a big name.
and Brandon Schuff back to back.
Yeah, some of the better players out of Richmond.
So I
the
tell you
Richmond
what,
area.
whoever loses this match got their hands full with Chris.
Yeah. So what you're saying, it don't get no easier from here.
None at all. That's why this is a critical game and a critical match for RJ right now.
Good shot.
Want to give a big shout out. I don't know if you've said hello to Marshall Darden at home, refining his game every night, spending a lot of time at a pool table.
Yeah, I haven't talked to him in a few days, but he's getting there.
He's another one that'll be all over this tour that we're going to be starting when we're getting home.
Yeah. Good shot.
Also, it's good to announce that the Barry Berman Memorial Tournament will be on April the 6th and 7th, Mike. You'll be commentating in that event here at Q Master Billiards.
Okay.
$2,000 added.
Oh, that's a big event.
No handicap in that tournament also, but for $2,000, I think we're going to see some people come out and
Yeah, that most
show
definitely.
some respect for a guy who spent a lot of time making this game big for everybody.
Yeah.
Still the biggest house in the country, 72 tables.
Yes.
Best atmosphere, and I tell you what, here at Richmond, been treated with nothing but respect and kindness.
Oh yeah, it's very nice
great
place.
food here, and
yeah.
people have been wonderful.
I ate breakfast here this morning, and you'd think I was at IHOP or somewhere. You know, good friendly service.
5 and 8 don't line up too good. I'll be right back, Mike.
Well, look like he's jumping it.
Yeah, I'm playing. She got it. I'm playing on table 9. I just came over to check the score.
We'll just keep, we'll go 9, 10, 9, 10.
Good shot, RJ. You missed a good one that time, Tiger. Jump combo.
A jump combo.
Jump combo, nothing but net.
That might be the shot that gets him rolling again.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't take much at this level to get your spirits back up.
Nah, I think he's
Tell you
all
what, I'm
right.
looking forward to this women's final too. They battled Hill in a 2-hour and 40-minute match earlier.
Yeah, that's a lot. Liz is playing
Both
lights
players
out.
battling. Both players battling. But I tell you, I interviewed RJ before this tournament started, and he's a happy-go-lucky guy for sure. But he told me he was winning this tournament, and he's knocked off some great players also.
Yes, he still can. I mean, he's still in
He
it.
left a little bit on this 9 ball.
All he got to do is make it, and he's going to pop right out for that 10 ball.
It's a big shot.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Caught the rail.
Another shot that just
Yeah.
didn't look like he stroked that one at all, Mike. He just kind of hit that one and hooked
I
that one
think
in
he
there.
babied it a little bit. He was looking at that side pocket.
Yeah.
Because that cue ball could have.
Another big opening for Scott Haas. A 2-ball out to go on the hill for one more game to get into the championship of the Virginia State 10-ball championship. It's got a nice ring to it.
Yes, it does. I talked to Mr. Haas earlier. He's a very friendly guy from out of Pennsylvania. And
His son's still in the second chance tournament.
cool.
Got about 8 people left in that. He's over there battling, trying to make him some money to take home too. Some great pool. I tell you what, at 6'4", this isn't a gimme. But at this level, he should be fine here.
Oop.
I tell you, this level, Mike.
Yeah.
Pockets seem to get just a hair tighter.
I might have considered going to the side with that shot.
Yeah.
This one
There's a lot of
is
distance here too, Mike.
Yeah, this is a tester.
It's not one you're going to look at me and say, hey, I'll give it to you.
No.
Make you earn it, especially at 6'4".
Yep.
You're taking a deep breath here. He shot 1,000 of these balls in the last year. And I tell you, it looks like the nerves are getting both of these fellas.
A little timid.
The nerves are getting to both. That one close there. Not the best pool that RJ's had for sure.
Now he's got to decide whether the side or the quarter.
Looks like he's going to have enough to draw it in the side, take the cue ball down to the bottom rail.
Yeah, he's chewing it
That's
low.
good.
Yep. All right, he's on the hill.
All right.
All right, you got to try to hold serve from here.
Scott Haas, 7-4, Mike. I tell you, at this level, there's no such thing as a real upset at this part of the tournament.
Definitely not. Definitely not. All right, see if RJ can hold serve and go ahead and snap off 3 in a row. He's fully capable.
Like I said, the ladies' match will be coming up directly after this match, and after that match, we will have the championship. And one of these guys here will be in that match. Scott needs one more game to put his name.
Well, RJ got a good lead out there. He made 2 ball, and he's got a decent shot on the 1. 3 is open. 7-5 might be a little tricky.
And like you said many times, 1 ball at a time, one ball at a time.
Yep, you got to make that one in front of you.
I've heard you coaching that more than once with your awesome doubles partner, Miss Raylene Hogan-Dorn.
Oh, yeah.
You've been teaching her very well.
Yeah, Raylene, she's come a long way. She's playing a lot better. A lot better.
There's a center pocket shot. It's 5 balls to key in it, Mike.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the next ball.
Should be able to play it easy, safe if it gets behind it. Push a cue ball up against the 8, send the 5 down the table. If he can't see it to make it, he might be able to see it right on through there. We'll find out in a minute.
Yep.
Do want to thank our sponsors again, Diamond Billiards, Chix Cabinetry out of California, sponsoring this event. David Hunt Dentistry, Grant Wylie Photography. Everybody chipping in to make this a good event.
Oh yeah, here comes
It's a
the
good tie.
save.
He may have hit that
But
too
I
hard,
think
and
he
he
hit it a
did.
little
Like,
too hard.
this is not. He's not going to have much time to turn around and get this back together.
Well, I tell you, it's still a tricky shot. See what happens.
I have to mass it around it from here. It looked clean. Yeah, but looking on the monitor, it's not even close to being a clean shot. So
He's got some work. Got his work cut out for him. Look like he's gonna kick at it. I tell you what, he knows all the angles of the table because he's been hitting some
good hit and left him tough again.
Yeah.
There's no pocket to put it into the side. He's going to have to go link to the table and play another safety.
It's going to the corner.
Now that's a shot there.
That's
Might get
money.
your juices flowing there.
Yeah, that's money. Still got to do a little work to get over on the 7 ball.
See, looking for probably a little top, maybe top right coming off the rail. Got to be careful on the scratch. Maybe not even hit it hard enough to get there. He's going to draw back, Mike. Drawing back. Left that a little bit more difficult than needed to be, but he's got plenty of room on the ball to make it in the corner.
Good shot.
Good shot. Right on the 8 ball. 9 ball sitting in the pocket, so the 8s don't want to get to.
Well, see, that's the key. He's hitting them firm. He's not babying the balls. Usually when you hit them firm, that shows you got confidence.
There's no doubt about his ability to come back. Being down 5-1 to Raymart earlier and winning 7 out of the last 8 games, you know he's got enough skill to get there.
Oh, yeah.
But then again, one more mistake, or Scott could come to the table and break a run the next rack to finish this out.
Sure.
This 10 ball will get him back to 7-5.
Look at combo or something like that, you know.
Beautiful shot on the 10, and he hit that with authority to let you know, hey, I'm still here. But the silent assassin's coming back to the table. Scott Haas.
Yeah, Scott is he's a pretty phenomenal player.
You know, Mikey, we run the 10-ball championships and an 8-ball and 9-ball championships here in the state. If you're not a Virginia resident, you're not allowed to play in it. We've opened up our events for, here's a $25 fee on top of the original fee that you pay to play to be able to play in the championships. We've had people from Maryland, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, Chicago, Delaware. 5-6 states playing here. So no matter how many people you have, once you get a state championship, that's part of your moniker from here on out. It's a big break here. 2 ball, 1 ball. 2, 3, 4.
Oh, man. He's played pretty good. That 1 ball, if he gets started on that 1,
he's only shot
he
on
could be
here.
off to the races.
League players are starting to come in. They got a capacity crowd, Mike. I don't know.
Yeah.
We're going to have to try to keep this as clean as we can, but we're going to be down to this table in a few minutes. I have the 3rd place match for the fellows will be on the home TV table number 13 here locally at at Diamond Billiards. We'll have the ladies championship once again here next and follow that up with the men's champion.
All
I
right.
figure about a 10 o'clock leave. Once you get down to this level, it's not too many tables going on, but might take a little bit longer than normal because such things at stake.
Yeah, and the players slow down, you know. They're not going to be taking many chances for the cash.
Safety with 3 balls here, just trying to get lucky and
I
didn't.
think RJ got a 1, though.
RJ
Can you
can
see it?
definitely see the 1 here.
If he can see the 1,
Two's on the
he
other
can
side of
get
the
out.
pocket. He's got to figure out if he can get back on the other side of the 2, or is he going to be able to ride that ball all the way down the rail?
If he can see the
Or
1,
if
he
he's
can get
straight
out.
or can be able to draw that far. Be able to tell how he's queuing.
Yes, I actually did see that. I actually did see that.
Back. Yeah.
Almost a bad bump there, Mike.
Yes, it was.
And he's got a big, long distance on his 2 ball. Actually played safe there. Not much of a safe other than the fact that he's got a long way to get back to the 4.
Yes, but if
I
he
tell you what, if he hits
makes
his
that
2 ball
I
with
like
authority,
his chances.
just that took the words right out of my mouth. If
Yeah.
it's a 2 ball here, this could be over.
Something that he don't feel good about on the shot.
And it seems like sometimes when you get on that hill at 7 to whatever number, it's the hardest thing you can do is close out.
Plus that 2 is not on the rail. It's sitting out a little bit, so he got to watch how he cues it. Yep, that's what he was hesitating on. He still didn't
Remember you
leave.
fans out there, if he kicked the 10 ball in there and didn't call it, 10 would have been spotted and they would have continued to play. Every shot in this game is a called shot. If a ball falls that's not supposed to fall, then your opponent can give you back the shot as if it's a push out.
Right.
And at 7-5 here, looking at a 2 ball, there's a few balls he can hide his cue ball behind, whether it's the 8 ball or if he wants to come around and get the 2 ball down the table. He's got a lot of choices to make. Mike, what do you
I
think
think he's
going
going
to
to
do
put him behind that 8. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, he went the other way, put him behind the 6.
Hold right up on it.
Yeah.
He had a lot of options there. Now that's
What
the
a
only
sh-
thing. Even
what a
though he hit
shot.
it off the ball, he called it in that pocket, so
Yeah.
it still counts.
What a shot.
Looks like the 4 does go through that 5, Mike.
This
out
could
for the
be
6,
this
so
could
looks
be
like-
curtains here.
Taking his time, one at a time.
He hit that with the perfect speed.
Now
And
he's got
threaded,
straight
threaded the
here.
needle
Really
between the
back on
9 and the
side.
rail.
He's going to draw back here, Mike, to get right back where he is, a little bit more on the rail, and then it's over.
Yep. I think he's going to draw back. Depend on the angle. Yeah, he couldn't draw back. Evidently, the angle was a little offset.
It's They say it's not over till it's over.
Well,
Shot.
yeah, he don't like what he's looking at there.
Tell you what, it's a shot at a tournament for him right now.
It's really no safe. So
I think pretty much if he doesn't scratch anywhere, he leaves his cue ball. He's going to have a shot on the 8 if he hits a little low. Looks like he's going to cue it up a little low. It's definitely not a gimme. Not much angle on this ball. What an incredible shot. Bring it out.
yeah,
Question is, did he leave? No, he got a good roll here.
I don't think RJ can
mix
see it like he wants to.
I think he feels lucky to get back to the table at all.
Yeah, it's fortunate. Not
Got a
bad.
piece and put a nice shot there.
Not bad at all.
7-5. It doesn't get any better than that. Another difficult shot for Scott. Really not too many places to hide this cue ball unless he rolls up behind a 9. Might be a spot to go ahead and go for it with a 2-game lead. We'll find out. Both ladies waiting in the wings. Went for the cut there, Mike. Same thing. Whoever pockets a 7 ball is going to win this game. He's going to let the cue ball fly around here, but hits it with a little pace no matter what happens.
RJ's got a good chance to do it.
Seeing a lot of nerves at the table today, Mike.
I think this one's over, Tiger.
That might be the last mistake he makes on this one. But he can also come back on the loser side. He's going to have to play Chris Bruner and maybe get a second chance. Either hit the slow or just followed into the rail and come out for the 8. Just enough angle to power it. They have a little pace on this one to get down for the 9 ball. Exactly what he did. 9 ball and 10 ball, and it's got to be on the hill of a big championship for himself. We'll be able to see how RJ responds on an outside table to try to earn the right to come back here and play him again for the title. If not, Chris Bruner against Haas, both of those matches would be phenomenal for the championship.
Oh, yeah. I'd like to see RJ come back and play in the championship. I mean, he's been playing good enough all day to do it.
Ball falls, and it's 8-5. Scott Haas will now be sitting in the driver's seat. He has a place in the finals to become 2019 Virginia State 10-ball champions. I'm going to sign off. Mike Peterson. The teacher, the mentor, the partner, teammate. He's even had to break up a fight or two, haven't you?
Yeah, oh yeah.
I remember
all the time.
13.
That'll be him and RJ.
Tell Saul back at home, don't be pulling no more women's arms out of socket. Shake the hand properly and get on with it.
Yeah, he's a real beast.
RJ Jay won?
No.
Mr. Haas wins 8-5.
Yeah.
Signing off. George will be back for the ladies' finals. If not, you'll be hearing from me again. And Mike Peterson will take you on home like he always does.
Oh, yeah.
All right. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
Yeah, that was easy.
Rolling well. Anytime you can take semi-flyers and trust that you'll get behind the blocker.
On the 7.
The 7, I'm like, that 9 ball is a big ball. I'm going to take my chances. But I did it like 3 or 4 times.
What were you trying to do on the 6? Just curious.
That, but I wanted to get below it.
You wanted to be straight on the 7.
Pretty much, yeah. I wanted to be in here. I overhit. I had to bounce it. I didn't trust drawing it, because if I draw it, I might pull it straight back into the corner. So I tried to kind of bounce it there.
Right.
Aside from that, I don't think I played a bad start. That's the first time he ever played a set that was beatable. He's played a couple sets clean. And that's the first time he's missed a couple. Might have something to do with the balls. They're the original Cyclops. Good, I hope you play your game. They all play weird to me.
He's used to that's a blue.
I like it.